Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Parks. I am the assistant band director here at JZ George. Miss Stapleton is the head director. Um, she might show up in some of these videos, might not. I am the head person for the music appreciation class. So, if you're in sixth or seventh grade and you have music for your fifth, sixth, or seventh period, this is the video you need to be watching. If you're in my seventh grade percussion, high school percussion, or high school band, you need to find your right video. This video is not for you. The point of this class is just to dive into the basic fundamentals of music. We'll be teaching you rhythm, notes, maybe a little bit of history, showing some other stuff, everything about music you could think of. We kind of try to use this class as a way to maybe persuade some of you young kids to be in band as a seventh grader. It is very possible for you to be in band if you want to as a seventh grader. You will have to start over in the beginner band class, so you would be in some classes with some with sixth graders, but that's fine. We have that happen every year. Kids come out and grow and become better musicians for it. But we will be trying to keep this class and the class traditional, same thing, teaching every day. So these first 2 days, Thursday and Friday, are going to be a little slow, little short videos, just getting the day started, getting the school year started, um, and not trying to worry you so much because you have a bunch of different things to be doing for these virtual learning. So at this time, I need you to find in your packet this piece of paper, okay? Let's see if I can get it close enough. It says JZ George High School. Right here in this middle line, you should say where it says a music appreciation. Okay. If you can get that piece of paper out for me real quick, it should just be two. Okay, it should be 2 pages long. Nothing on the back of them. Okay, there's 2 pages. Okay. For today, we're just gonna go through this real quick. We're gonna go through it and talk about it a little bit, just so you know what the traditional students are, and if you by chance come out of distance learning to the traditional learning, this stuff will transfer over. Okay. Um, so if you look at it, the first thing at the very top just tells us who we are. And you got the Miss Stapleton, who's the head band director, and then you got me, Mr. Parks, the assistant band director. It says what class you are in, music appreciation. And there below that, you see our 2 emails. If your parents have questions, if you have questions, just don't be scared to email us. We will try to help you in any kind of way. Okay. Now look at the description. It says this class is designed for students to discover, identify, and study an analysis of the standards of appreciation of music education. Okay. Um, Basically, it's the description of this class is the discover portions. Let's discover music. Different types of music, where music came from, how it grew, identify, the different aspects of music, describe, same thing, studying, music notation. Easy, it's an easy class if you do your work, okay? The materials that are going to be needed for this class, pretty simple, okay? Pencil, binder, notebook. So if you come to class, if you transition from distance to traditional learning, you're going to have to make sure you need all 3 of these. Obviously, I can't sit here and make sure you have all 3 of these right now as a distance learning kid, but you'll need the notebook from some portions of this of the videos, because I'll ask you questions and I would need you to write down the answers to those questions and turn that paper back in. We'll use that as a way of like homework, classwork, a participation grade. We still have to give you grades, even though you're distance learning. Okay. Now, if you look below that, you got the grading policy. Okay. The first one is tests. Tests count 50% of your weekly grade. Okay. If you read there, it says the students will have tests that will count as 1 test grade each. Tests will consist of materials covered during class each day. Students with unexcused absences on the day of the test will take the playing test on the next day of attending school. Well, obviously that should not say playing test, because you will not play anything. This is a semi-copy of what the middle school band syllabus is. You will not take a playing test. You will just take a written test. Okay. Now, for you distance learning kids, you will have to come up on Fridays and take tests. So obviously that second portion of the thing where it says students with unexcused absences on the day of the test will take the test on the next day of attending school. Obviously, if you miss a Friday, we're going to have to wait until that next Friday. So we encourage you try not to miss any Fridays when you have a test. We'll probably have a test every maybe once every other week, maybe. Like I said, the point of this class is just to get you through some basic knowledge of a music appreciation. Um, and so we won't have a test every week, but maybe every other week, or who knows. Okay. Look below there. You got homework. Homework is 25% of your daily grade. Now, most nights you will have homework. Okay. Um, if you look on in your packet, you'll see a page that looks like this. Okay. It says J.Z. George High School teacher lesson plans. Okay. Now, if you get that piece of paper out, go all the way at the bottom. It tells you homework. Okay. Now this is for the 14th, so this is not even for today's. Here, I'm gonna get the one for tomorrow. So this is the one for Thursday, August 13th. See, it says date August 13th. Okay. Now if you go all the way back down to the bottom, there will be a homework portion on it. Okay. This tells you what your homework will be every day. Okay. Homework has to be turned in. When you come to pick up your next set of packets, you'll turn in your homework to us, and we'll give you a participation grade / homework grade. Okay. So if you look at the first one, okay, this is your homework for the 13th tonight. Okay. It says write a paragraph of your favorite memory that deals with music or something music related. Okay. You would do that homework, and then whenever you come and pick it, so that would be something you need to do in your notebook, on a notebook piece of paper, or you can type it. That's fine. If you have the means of typing and printing a piece of paper, that's totally fine too. Um, but that would count as homework. You'll have homework mainly every day. Okay, that is an everyday occurrence. Maybe some days we might not have a test. Mostly Fridays we won't have our homework. Mostly Fridays we probably won't have homework. So just make sure you keep an eye on the lesson plans, and it tells you what will be homework. So if you look at homework, it says 25% of your daily grade as a daily grade. The students will have homework to complete and have done by the due date that is set. So the due date for y'all will be every Friday. Okay, you'll come and pick up new packets every Friday, except on the 14th. We're giving you a packet that takes you all the way to the 21st. So the next time you'll come pick up packets on the 21st. And on that Friday, you will have to turn in all the homework for that week. Okay. That's how we keep up with your attendance also. Okay. And then when you pick up your new packets, then you'll have a fresh set of everything. Okay. So your due dates will always be the Fridays when you come and pick up new packets. The purpose of this homework is for them to show that they are gradually understanding the material that is being put in front of them. Students with an unexcused absence on the day that the homework is due will need to turn it in within the next 3 days or receive a reduced grade. Now, for y'all, if for some reason you lose homework at home, like misplace it by some chance, because when you turn these packets, you need to make sure they're organized where teachers can get their stuff that they need out of the packet. Now, for instance, if you lose some homework, then and you by chance find it, then you need to probably get it up here to the school sometime earlier that next week, um, or you can wait till that next Friday and turn it in too. That's all up to you and your parents, what your parents want to do. But if you for by chance just lose some homework, misplace it, redo it, and turn it in. Okay. If we don't receive anything from you, it's just an automatic zero, and you don't want automatic zeros. So late is better than not turning it in. Okay. All right. Next, you should see participation, which is also a 50% weekly test grade. Participation is a one-time grade you'll get every week. Now it says test grade. It's not a test where you come in every Friday and take it. No, it is just a participation is a weekly test grade that we give. Okay. Now obviously, in the traditional class, the way I take attendance or the participation is by making sure they have what materials they're needing. So materials needed are pencil, binder, and notebook. So every day I will ask them to show something, like whether it be a pencil, the binder, the notebook. I'll ask them to show me something. And if they don't have it, then they get if they don't have it, then they get deducted points off their participation grade. Now for you, if you look at this sheet again, this is the lesson plan. If you look at it again, and you look at the part that says independent practice, okay? Independent practice. Let's see if you can see it. All right, wherever it is on this piece of paper. Okay, independent practice. For this is the 13th. So this day it says independent practice. Students will have the syllabus. So what we're going over right now, students will have the syllabus read over by parents and signed. Okay, so that's how I check for participation for y'all. So every day there's something. Every day on the lesson plan there is some independent practice. And if you do that independent practice and it gets turned back into me, then that shows that you are participating in class. So like today and tomorrow, if you look at the 14th one, tomorrow's is the same thing as Thursday. Students will have the syllabus read over by parents and signed, okay? Because like I said, we're taking these first 2 days pretty easy, okay? So independent practice is your participation grade. You turn it in, and sometimes the independent practice will be homework, in which sometimes the guided practice will be your participation grade. There's sometimes where I ask, and some of these, I'll ask questions. Okay, sometimes in these I'll ask questions and I want you to write them down. That will be your participation grade. I will always make sure on each video to tell you what is going to be participation grade, homework grade. Okay, but look at your participation again on the syllabus. It says students will receive a weekly participation grade of 100. So that means every week you will start out as 100 as a grade. Each day the students will earn 20 points. To earn the 20 points, the students must bring necessary materials to class. In parentheses, music, pencils, and binder. You also get graded on coming to class on time, participation in class. If the daily grade is not earned for any reason stated, the grade for the day will be a 0. So what we do is we start you off for 100 every week, and each day you build up to that 100 by adding up 20 points, okay? So for y'all, it's just, obviously I can't sit here and check online right now to who has a pencil, binder, or notebook, okay? So anytime I tell you what is a participation grade on these videos, you need to make sure you're doing them and turning them in, because that's the only way I can take participation. If I'm missing one thing from your participation, then I will have to give you a 0 for at least a day, okay? So if you miss one day, you go from 100 to an 80 automatically, okay? You do not want these participation grades taking over your grades, okay? Because you get one. It's a weekly test grade. Every week you get one of these. All right. If you look below that, you have a 9 weeks grade. It says 25% term exam grade, okay? Each 9 weeks, students will have to take a 9 weeks test over the tutors that were covered that previous 9 weeks, okay? Like I said, so like the stuff we do for this first 9 weeks will be end up on that 9 weeks test. You'll have a 9 weeks test at the end of every 9 weeks, okay? And a final exam at the end of each semester, okay? The 9 weeks, they'll be whatever we cover in these videos. Super easy, nothing too hard. We're not going to sit here and cram stuff like everything and expect you to remember. We're going to take it slow, make sure everyone's understanding everything, okay? Next, you should